Well, hi there! It's time to celebrate something a little bit different on my YouTube channel. I'm just gonna clap here because it's Vlogust here. Oh yeah! My channel has finally brought back something that I've actually totally lost for approximately 9 months there, and I'm very sorry about that though, because I might talk about that, what's been happening over the last 9 months of why my YouTube channel has been totally and utterly vaporized. I'm not saying vaporized as being, you know, the vaporwave or anything, you know, in a sense though, but, you know, in a sense it's just been totally vaporized because, well, it's been very inactive on YouTube. And yes, I'm filming it via webcam though, and I'm actually filming this video at around 6:20, so it's going to be quite difficult because I do know that I'm in a very different neighbourhood here, even though you might be thinking, oh, this looks like Northfield though. You know, I'm actually looking forward to making videos on YouTube, but the neighbourhood isn't really Northfield. I'm really sorry, but anyways, I might as well just start blubbering here though, because I do know that it is a nice return to what we've got though. Yes, I will be making videos on YouTube, so don't get me fooled though. I will be making videos here on YouTube though, despite the fact that I'm in a very totally different neighbourhood, okay though, so yeah. At least it's not, well, I know it's not Northfield, but at least I've got the same, you know, the same windows here. The party's starting now, but the party might be over though, because I've got so much trouble and so many problems here at the moment though. And hopefully it's going to be quite a very different, totally different video though. And I know I'm making a vlog though because it's August and I do these types of videos called Vlogust. So hopefully, if I can challenge that for every 31 days, for all 31 days, I might as well try and do my best though and catch up throughout the rest of August of what's going to be like though in 2023. And maybe we'll start to see what I can do from, like, you know, August of this year, and also from, like, you know, the September of this year, which is going to be quite interesting. And yes, I do know that, you know, I have been suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder over the last 9 months though, and I mean, I'm very sorry about that though, but I will get into that subject very much later on though. So this video is actually going to be pretty much very long though, but despite that, I will have to break it down into sections though, because I do know it's going to be quite difficult though to explain. But at the same time, I'll be a very dedicated person on how I got the post-traumatic stress disorder though, and I'm really sorry if this does sound really dark. My best suggestion is to click away right now though, or maybe click away though, once we get into the very final part of it though. And once it start, I know a little bit nervous though, because I'm totally back making videos, but let's do it. I think I'm feeling quite enthusiastic here. Showing my 2 thumbs here. Alright, let's move on. Okay, I think I should go ahead and talk about the nitty gritty bits. You know, I think, of course, yes, it's been quite a very strange July though. We had a very hot June so far. In fact, I should have actually talked meteorological wise. I don't know about you though. This is actually quite a very totally different room though, and I've actually been totally and utterly different though, and it's okay. I think the first subject, as I will be speaking here, is what I've just spoken now. I think the subject I'll be talking about is so far throughout 2023 and what I've done so far, because, you know, it's been quite a while though, and I know it's been a very strange year because I haven't been producing any videos of late though, but of course, yes, meteorologically wise, the weather in the UK has been absolutely very abysmal so far this summer, because we had a very hot June, just like last year. Of course, last year was an absolute freak for a summer because we had the first 40 degrees, and I don't know, I don't think we're going to get that, but it's very much highly increasing though because of climate change. And of course, yes, this year's July has been appalling because we had one of the wettest Julys on record. Sorry, I'm scratching here. I'm just going to add some cream though by the time I'm, you know, sort of done on scratching and stuff, but yeah, so it's been a very bad July though. Well, a very weird and unusual July though, because it's been very wet and very interestingly appallingly bad. Like, the temperatures were quite below the average. It almost felt like it was like autumn time or winter time. And it's actually quite interesting that since I'm in August, in the UK, it's about 4 months till Christmas. Oh dear, I have to get myself ready for Christmas 2023 and don't know, I also all the other light stuff, but I do have some more impressive content along the way here as well. So yes, we had a very dry February, an unusually wet and cold March. Of course, there's a very perfect April, of course, a dry May, of course, and then we're just back into a hot summer, and then we got into a wet summer, and that's it. So that's just pretty much I could probably say here, because you know the world's warming up though. But for what I can definitely tell, and of course this is a Vlogust video, and I'm trying to show you some of the first things, and I do know it's been quite a while though, and I am pretty much using this as an introductory type thing though on my YouTube channel, because I do know I will be making videos of like that, despite of how much trauma I've actually been resilient to and been experienced to, and I do know it's been very embarrassing. I'm really sorry, but I will go ahead and talk about that later on though. It's quite interesting. You might be thinking, but Ivan, why are you splitting clips over? Why are you just, breaking down by clip by clip by clip? Well, that's because I'm trying to save as much data and saving as much memory though, and also to, basically make room for various content on YouTube though, like my animations that I've done so far. I've done a lot of animations so far. I might probably show it to you later on though, on my YouTube channel. Later on, of course, though, it's kind of interesting to know that I'm just, starting to feel a little bit productive, though, because I do know it's been quite a while, though, and, of course, I will show you some new toys as well, too, though, so, yeah, I will be able to go ahead and showcase a few bits, little nitty and gritty bits, though, so I've just punched the table, not intentionally, but just accidentally, but, yeah, of course, yes, I will show you some toys. And yes, it's been quite a while though, that because of the trauma that I had in September and October of 2022, I didn't do that much toy reviews. And of course, yes, I actually forgot to do loads and loads of toy reviews, but I will try and do my best to capture some amazing toys that will be perfectly filmed for my toy reviews. And in fact, I've actually got more flip-up toys. I might probably show it to you here though, once the day progresses. And I know it's relatively early in the day though, so there's a bit of traffic outside here. You can't see that though because it's a little bit bright outside here. But of course, yes, I do know that it's been quite a while though in doing toy reviews, but I've been making like hundreds if not thousands of flip-up toys and merchandise throughout my new life without being at Northfield. But let's just continue on because I want you guys just to see the toys. Okay, and I'm not sure how many toys. I might try and show it to you. Of course, yes. I've got like loads of toys though, and I know it's been quite a while though. I don't think I'll be able to review them all though. And you might have actually realised since we're in 2023, time is extrapolated. There's this very impressive event though that I'll be making called Malaysia 2023. I might talk about that one later on though, and it's pretty impressive. And of course, yes, I might talk about some of the things that I've moved on as well, because there's quite an amazing, I'll just say, stash of nitty-gritty content that I've been looking at on YouTube. Not just animations, but also lost media as well. And it's interesting, I've just lost almost totally of everything because I was just having a bit of trouble though of what I can do at the moment on my YouTube channel and all that stuff, but that's just life. So what I've done so far, of course, is I want you to clearly see what's going on here because not everything's all easy. So what I've done was I've just opened the windows and whatnot there, and I've got some flip-up toys, but I might try and show you all of them. Well, maybe not all of them because I don't think I'm going to review them all. I mean, what can you call this, a Vlogust and stuff? And I'm only just going to showcase to you them very shortly though, because I might have to move on to something else though. Yeah. So yes, what was I saying though? Of course, yes, I have actually been, doing a lot of toy reviews, particularly the new ones. And what's even interesting about making the new toy reviews, so far though was that it's became extremely difficult because, you know, I wasn't in this sort of place where, you know, that sort of, you know, is quite reminiscent of Northfield. So of course it's quite weird. And you know, when I was at Bartley Green, which is the place that I've just moved just a while ago there, and now I've moved here, which is, I think this is Pershore Road or Kings Norton or Stirchley, I don't know. I think that's where it is. Eggbaston, perhaps. Selly Oak, I don't know. It's literally the same place, isn't it though? Anyways, without actually going ahead to worry about though, and of course it is at the moment though, it's not been a very hot summer though, somehow though. You might be thinking, but Ivan, why are you shining up north and why you're sort of sweltering hot, even though we've been cool, mild and wet so far though this summer though, and why you're shivering cold and land down under, and you know, I might come and talk about that later on. Maybe I should make a separate video on why the seasons are just sort of flip-flopped around the world here. Although, with that being said, I will try and move on very dedicatedly though, and I'm sure people will understand about it though. There has been some very impressive things that I've done though, just to distract myself though, and actually I've been fairly resilient from setbacks. Because, you know, I have been looking at other content, and I know it's been very difficult, but when I was actually at a very different residence, I actually thought of actually showing you my new favourite anime character, because I might actually show it to you on my YouTube channel. And if I go ahead and show you my channel banner, I've actually got one of my new favourite anime characters of all time, because I've now started to go back into anime, because I actually realised, I think it was around February 2023, that I decided I think this will be it though, this first subject I will be delving into. And what I'm actually up to is the very peculiar and the very strange world of anime, because I've accidentally discovered a very strange rabbit hole, even though I was going through times of stress and times of resilience from being at a new place. And of course this is the place I feel much more happier than I'm at Hotel Clover. Not sure more so much about Northfield, because I prefer the original one. Even though that being said, oh jeez, why am I so tired though? I feel like I should just start quitting myself and just start, you know, making YouTube videos though. But I might try and show you all the stuff along the way though, and I guess I'm just kind of, you know, a little bit foolish for my mind, but not always. But I've got to keep myself enthusiastic though, because I do know that, I know it's going to be quite a soft introduction though, for doing flip-flop tours. I've got to be very gentle. I'm actually speaking very quietly though, because I do know that it's relatively early in the morning though, so it's very early, so I can't speak that loud though, but I will try and show you some of the tours though that I've got there so far. It's been very light, of course, but I'll try and show it to you. I'm actually going to struggle on just, you know, fidgeting around with the camera and stuff, because I know that the video footage will just, you know, poof, the video will just turn bad though. So I might show it to you then once I'll move the camera though. Normally I just do that though, and when it's not August though, being like a Vlogust type video though on YouTube. And normally Vlogust videos tend to be fairly, you know, like a one-shot, one-take wonder sort of video, which is quite interesting though. And of course, I might show you my YouTube channel and why it's been so inactive. And of course, yes, yeah, I might show it to you later on my YouTube channel though, because of course, yes, everything's all different these days. Yeah, that's something interesting. Well, not so interesting, of course. Obviously. Depends. Well, in order to actually stop getting myself completely depressed and de-stressed, or in this case very much a person who would actually be, you know, thriving in setbacks but fighting to become resilient from them, of course, yes, I've been discovering a little bit of lost media so far. I think it was February 2023 when I was working on the animation. Well, I might try and show to you along the way, which I've actually fully discovered. And guess what? My YouTube channel has been transformed, and I might as well just turn the camera here without actually, you know, pulling it down. Oh, there we go. This is my new favourite anime character. Does anyone know who this is? This one here too. If I go to the other side, there's my characters here for my Malaysia 2023 event. I might talk about them later on. Of course, I love this new channel banner that I've actually created. I actually created this back in July of 2023 when I was around at, we call it Bartley Green, which was the place that I just feel, I just feel sick and tired of it though, because I couldn't resist it though. This is a show. I've just typed into a show, and I know it's not National Board because I've been actually looking at anime of late though. Even Pokemon is another anime, of course, I've been having a look at recently. This is actually an old 80s Japanese anime that I've actually been watching recently so far, and it's done by the same person who directed Rama and a Half and Inuyasha, Mason Kaku. This is a character called Lam from Ursa Yatsura, the tiger skin bikini alien princess. I'm not sure if she's a real princess or not though. Of course, yes, she often says the word darling there. I'm not going to sound too enthusiastic here because, I've still got a bit of serious stuff to, have a bit of a chat to talk about recently of late, because it's been very, very long on my YouTube channel. There's my kangaroo mascot. There's Link from Wind Waker, of course, there, which is like a Legend of Zelda type game. And of course, is that Atari or Atari? How do you pronounce his name though? I'm sorry, I'm not really great on anime and stuff though, but I do know that this is Lam from Ursa Yatsura, which is actually quite a very impressive old 80s anime franchise. I actually first came across her on a city pop type video because it was all deemed to be 80s content though from Japan, and it perfectly typified the samples for city pop type music. And of course, yes, I didn't notice it was Lam until I looked at it and I thought, wow. Yeah, I might talk about her though later on though, of why I've actually decided to watch almost, the entire series of why I've actually became, friends with her. Well, in a very imaginative way, of course. Without getting too realistic, actually. Okay, I shall, let me just reposition the camera though. Of course, yes, it's been quite a while though. I should show it to you though. Yeah, I might tell you what, who Lam is. She's also known as Lam the Invader Girl though. She wears like this tiger skin bikini though, and also the high heels and the boots as well though, and also the pants as well. And I know she's not really that, safe for work though, because she doesn't have any actual clothes. She's got like a bra or a bikini involved though? That would be quite, too rude for YouTube though. But anyways, I really do love Lam though, because she's like my new favourite anime character of all time. The first time alongside encountering with a city pop type video. Another time I do remember hearing about Lam, who's that girl with the green hair. And I actually heard there's a reboot of the same anime, that being called Ursa Yatsura, which translates to Those Obnoxious Aliens in Japanese. I'll probably put up the captions there as well. And I know Ursa, I know I should tell you the name behind it though. Ursa Yatsura? The word Ursa actually means, it's actually literally a science fictional term of how you say the word urusai, which means shut up, or noisy, or nuisance, or obnoxious in Japanese, or annoying, or raucous, or loud, anything like that though in Japanese, which is interesting though. It can be typified in such definitions, of course, and it actually is interesting though. So I did watch Ursa Yatsura because of its use of cultural references, and it's also the next step to further enhance my animation skills and also use them as part of my career though as well. Sorry if it's getting a little bit dark here. I'm not sure how much I could move the curtains though, because it's a little bit, it's a little bit dark enough to contain a bit of light here, eh? I might prove it to you why it's a bit of a different neighbourhood, even though I'm actually filming at a very, a very similar location though, just like Northfield though, and even though it's totally different. So yes, I've decided to watch London Vertigo though, also known as Ursa Yatsura though, which in a sense once again is literally translated as those obnoxious onions though, because I love the fact it had like lum in it though, and also like how to go on some weird wacky adventures. It's a classic 80s show that depicts, you know, 17-year-old boy though, named Ataru Moriboshi, who actually goes into girl hunting, but then accidentally stumbles into an alien woman called Lam, and you know, who in a sense actually has the desire to marry Ataru though, even though Ataru just goes off to other girls and later on just gets dumped. Wow, I might talk about that one later on though, but I might as well just split the clips though, because I need to make sure I've got plenty of memories, of course. I'll come back to it later on though, hopefully. So there's a bit of footsteps right at the background there here, but the point I'm trying to speak to you is that I did watch this very classic. Why do I feel like I've got dyslexia though? Oh, I just can't speak properly again though. So yes, I did watch this very old timing anime franchise, which is interesting. And I never thought I'd be watching Urusei Yatsura because it's an anime franchise that I've decided to watch. And interesting enough, I love the bawdy tones into it though, even though the British dub. I think, one thing I should probably say to you is that after seeing that British dub, that actually made me quite convinced. I might talk about the later one. Sorry, my throat's going to be a little bit croaky here. I might pause that now. There's something really interesting about this romantic comedy bit of anime. So yes, what I really loved about the TV show was I not only was traditionally hand-drawn animated, and I do love the use of cultural references involved in that TV show. And of course, yes, I won't put up like stock footage or anything there because of like loads of angry people, and they'll just get ranty about stop helping my images. But anyways, or GIF, whatever you might ask. Yeah, I did watch this amazing TV show called Urusei Yatsura, and I've been delving into it. I've accidentally stumbled upon this very strange rabbit hole because it was just amazing and peculiar just to talk about that TV show at that time though. And actually that 80s anime TV show had maybe finally cleared all of my PTSD though, but well, I'll be truthful about that. So yes, I have been oh god, I'm so tired. Well, I just stopped making videos on YouTube and just get the hell out of here, and just boot myself away here. So I've got crows outside though, just making a bit of a hole outside though, even though it's pretty early somehow. But so yes, I've been watching this amazing TV show called Urusei Yatsura. I love the fact there's also a manga of it though as well though. The manga version that came out way before the TV series, and it's a very good 80s anime franchise or manga franchise because overall though, what more can you say about Rumiko Takahashi's work, like Urusei Yatsura and Rama and a Half, Inuyasha and Mason Kaku, those types of works. And I mean, her stories, they are very much, it's like they're living in her own fantasies, but they're bringing her fantasies. She's living in her own fantasy, while at the same time just showing them out to other people. And just, make people enjoy reading them, which is the nice and the most important aspect about, that TV show in a sense. Which is overall the number one greatest thing that people can achieve, which is over impressive. I've actually got some impressive pictures that I've just done though at a garden centre there. What's it called? Is it on the slide? I think it's a garden centre somewhere in Stirchley or Kings Norton or whatever place I might be in though. So I'm just having a little bit of trouble though, because I do know that, yeah. I'm just quite curious actually though. I don't know where to start. A little bit noisy though in the neighbourhood though, because we've got a bit of cars driving past by from here and here though. It's not the same though as Northfield, but at least it's got the same sort of vibe as where I normally film videos of like. So it's going to be quite interesting as always. But what I should say about the anime series Urusei Yatsura is that it has made me it's a bit difficult speaking right into camera though, because I don't know what to say there and how much information do I have to pick up though. So yes, it's been very interesting that I've been watching that old classic anime TV show being Yatsura, and I bet people are just going to be thinking, they're just going to make me think I'm a giant slap to the face, and you might be thinking, but Ivan, show us that anime though, or, you know, in a sense though, people are going to say to me, but Ivan, you should probably watch, 90s anime, but sorry, I just decided to mock myself though, and just sort of portray like some kind of ranty person along the way though, but, the part that I really have understood so well about watching 80s anime, in a sense that it's been quite intriguing now, and yeah, so I have gotten into like 80s anime in that general. Apart from Yatsura, I've also discovered like other mixed media, and Yatsura is directed by, the first half of the anime itself, that I prefer like, the first 106 episodes, I think it is, because I preferred the fact that it was directed by Mamoru Oshii, and it's also like the more original version of the TV show, because I do know that, once episode 107 starts, I think that's when it started to begin. I love the TV show so much, but then when I came into the 107th episode, I think things started to get a little bit ugly after that. With the 107th episode, with the episode where Lum just goes ahead and finds her darling in parallel worlds. Where's Darling? Which is that one episode though that I've just been watching. Please leave a comment. I mean, what is your favourite episode on Yatsura though? And of course, yes, I can't say that much because I am autistic though. But yeah, though, it's an amazing TV show that I've just decided to watch though, because just try and spread a bit of variety in the way I watch these days, and what I trendify these days, and what I look at these days. It's quite impressive somehow. Oh dear, oh man, it's so early in the morning. I feel absolutely tired though. But I did sleep well though, of course, yes. The only thing was I was trying to, have a bit of a go, just trying to settle in and try and make videos like that, but I just don't know if I could make videos again properly again as I did back then. I mean, I'll see how it goes though. Of course, yes, that'll be something totally, fairly interesting. But anyways, I might leave that at the moment though, because I do know I've been watching Yatsura though, because I've already said that many times. I could probably make a separate video about the British dub, and I mean, it really did work so perfectly though. In fact, I might talk about it now. Okay, I should talk about the British dub of Yatsura. It was done by the BBC though, and what was even funny was that what I liked about the British dub, while being a gag dub, was that it was more bawdy, and it did actually add a lot more humour than what the original animated TV series was like in Japan. And of course, yes, it was interesting that to think of a show that has been dubbed in the UK by proper British actors / actresses is a very rare. It's one of the more peculiar, more special things of light. And after watching the British dub, I then started to watch more episodes of Yatsura, both the original and the reboot in Japanese, I think it is. I know there's a dubbed version though of the reboot, and it does sound good though too though. But for me, the dubbed versions of the Yatsura TV show, they sort of lack the bawdier tones of the original Japanese TV show there. And I know it's been quite interesting to know that I've been keeping in touch with the show though, even if it's quite an old one. It's like an old relic in old Japanese television history. So yes, I remember, watching the part with, Matt Lucas as Ataru and Anna Friel as Lam, and Lauren Laverne and, as Shinobu. That's it. It's kind of crazy though. I'm just thinking about it in my head though. What were the characters like that back then though? Well, the funny thing is, I've actually started to enjoy it. And I mean, the characters are likable though, in the TV show though. And it's also the personalities and the characteristics that I'm always aiming for though. And also the way they're portrayed in the show as well. Like Lum being, very much, very loving towards her darling, but can be very, very much jealous in a sense though when Atu tries to flirt with other women and stuff and all that stuff. Atu being a very lecherous boy and other whatnot though, and you know, she has electric powers. Lum has got electric powers though, most importantly though, because she's basically an Oni alien, which is basically based on a Japanese mythical, you know, human being though, who's actually looking like an ogre or an alien, or like a demon or a troll or any other type of, you know, demonic figure actually. Anyways, I think that's probably where I gotta leave it though, because I don't know how much I could talk about Urusei. It's an amazing classic TV show, and if anyone watches this, will actually get something which is interesting, something that not many people may notice about even further. You know, you might be thinking, you recognise your Pokemons, your Dragon Ball Zs. Well, look no further to Urusei because, you know, it's one I've decided to grow up with, in my opinion. And of course, yes, while watching Urusei as a TV show, it really did grow me in, because not only it had some very impressive cultural references, but while being a very classic traditional hand-drawn animated TV series, of course, I love the characters so much though, and they're actually quite funny. I love the voices as well too though, which is very, very funny though. I mean, I don't have to name all the characters though, and that's apart from like Lum and Ten-chan, who is like Lum's cousin though, who actually kind of looks like a baby in a sense though. But yeah, actually very worthy to note though that I have been keeping myself in touch though, and I mean, I've done a lot of animations. In fact, what I will do right now is I might show you the video content that I've been producing on YouTube. I don't want to play it with sound though, so it's going to be fairly interesting on how I make videos of late, and I might have to do it very gently with the webcam and stuff. And normally I tend to do this though, so here it is. This is a very totally different room arrangement, and the computer is on the right hand side of my computer. So I've actually done a lot of animation stuff along the way though. So I've done like a Malaysia 2023 trailer, and luckily enough, this is a fantastic trailer. If I show it to you, oh sorry, I think it's gone a bit funny though. If I show it to you very properly, there you go. I've actually did a bit of dancing animation thingies though, with the birds and whatnot though. So it's very impressive. So most of my time when I was away from Northfield, and because I was waiting for like a perfect place for filming toy reviews, I've actually did a bit of animation stuff along the way throughout, you know, the summer of 2023. Hopefully I'll be massively productive, both toy reviews and animation wise. In fact, I'm working on another animation, and there you go. That's very, very nice. And I also did another animation which looks like this. This one's probably, you know, very simplistic. I might talk about this one fully though once I jump cut this one actually. In fact, I might jump cut it now, because it's actually quite a very impressive little you know, sort of animated video, which is actually quite interesting somehow though. I'm not sure if I can get this one fully into camera, but this is actually quite an impressive animated video in a sense though. So this is how I've made a video which is likened to many people as being simplistic, but also very likable in a sense. I might talk about how this has been animated though. So I've actually been doing constant amounts of animation work so far, throughout the rest of my life so far, and you know, I have been delving into, you know, just a whole ton of it though. In fact, I might show it to you again, so that just to prove you otherwise though, I have done it via MS Paint, which is a nice feature to have, and I might talk about the features of what I like about it and how I composed the animated video and how it came out to light though actually. Okay, so yes, so this is how I've actually done it though via MS Paint, which is a very impressive little way of you know, making something which is very much creative there. So how I animated this was, you know, I've used like a watercolor brush on Microsoft Paint though, even though the waterfalls aren't really that great though somehow. It's not perfect, but it does capture the realism of water so much though. So I've actually upgraded my animation techniques into becoming a lot much more advanced. And this background, it took around 2 months, so hopefully that actually dragged on for a long time, as nice as it sounds. That was chronically amazing. I like the idea of doing that though, hey? So that was something interesting. So I did a whole bunch of, you know, animated content on MS Paint, but also on Procreate when I was at Pink College. So it's actually very nice to know that I've been doing a lot of stuff recently in relationship into animations and whatnot though, hey. So it's been very, very peculiar for such a year that I've focused in a way of doing animations and whatnot, and I've been presenting myself on my YouTube channel, and this was a way to keep my YouTube channel alive though. So I've done like, how would you say it, like 1 or 2, 3 or 4 animated videos on YouTube so far this year in 2023, because not only I haven't been very productive so far because I haven't been doing any toy reviews of late, but luckily enough I have decided to come in and make my YouTube channel become very productive again and get back to where I left off though, continuing on the theme of doing animations throughout 2023 and become the sake of doing amazing, great content on YouTube here. Very, very excellent content on YouTube. Okay, so the way I've animated is actually quite impressive. Oh my god. This is absolutely very strange though. I mean, look at that. This is absolutely funny though, man. I mean, mate. What do you think about the humour around this? Of course, yes, I've decided to mute all of this because I wanted to show you this though, because I want to show you that for copyright reasons and stuff though, because I don't want to copy out the sound of my my other video, of course though, which is the one I'm playing here now. And it's interesting that I've decided to do a bit of animations via MS Paint throughout my life though, at Hotel Clover and also at, you know, Bartley Green, because I felt like it wasn't really the perfect environment for, you know, toy reviews of like. But at the same time, at least that was great to make like a little animation studio of mine and make it become of how it actually is. So yeah, that was totally interesting. I got a bit of background noise outside, sorry about that. I might put the camera back once I do a little jump cut along the way. In fact, I've got a lot of arts and crafts stuff here at the moment though, but I will jump cut it, right? Okay, now right before I should actually show you the actual toys that I've been up to, and sorry, I think the sunshine is actually vaporized. Whoa, I nearly just killed my camera though, eh? It's right, I'm now approaching up towards 7 o'clock as I'm making this mega mammoth of a video of light. And I've actually noticed there's some background noise of some garbage people there. Let's just say of some bin men there outside there with the garbage trucks in the order, just cleaning up the rubbish in my neighbourhood here, of course. And because it's Tuesday, and Tuesday is normally the sort of collection day that we tend to associate with recycling and whatnot. But to actually get to the point of what I'm actually delving into here, I mean, look at the room, it looks actually totally different. Even though that being said, hopefully this will be a very ambiguously ambitious little plan though, because I've got loads and loads of toy reviews. And of course, there's some toys though that I might go ahead and show it to you though later on though. Hopefully, if the bin men are pretty much gone though, like though, which is far beyond interesting though. And you know, there's so much stuff I could really talk about though. We've gone through like, you know, the first introduction of why my YouTube channel has gone completely busted. Well, who knows? I will be making videos of light though. I mean, despite the fact that I had some very serious traumatic effects back then in, you know, so far this year in 2023 and also late 2022, because it's been really embarrassing. I'm really sorry about the massive production, the massive delay though that I haven't been doing any tour reviews of light, and it's really sad that I haven't done any. But I will get back to the point of getting into a much more normal sort of refine of doing tour reviews of light. Oh my god, freaking sore throat though. Anyways, I might have to jump cut for that one though too, or else my throat's gonna kill myself. Okay, I won't be doing it too dramatically. Oh well. See ya. Okay. Hold up. I'm not ending the video yet, eh? Okay, seriously, I'm not ending the video here. It's just I had a freaking cracky voice there, eh? But, you know, of course, yes, I will be able to showcase almost entirely everything in general, though. So, I know my videos are going to be out of sync, you know what I mean, though, because, you know, my videos aren't going to be that great, though. But I will show you some amazing toys of what I've been making up to. There's actually some more here inside this giant tub. What should I show you first? Look at that Malaysia 2023 product. I might show it to you though, along the way though, right? Maybe we should do like another tech day, but I might continue. I've actually got a lot of toys somehow today. Of course, I call them like toys because you know, because that's how it's literally like my future company, isn't it? Though, I mean, I've got some Malaysia 2023 themed toys along the way though, because it's funny. I thought of the idea of making like a Malaysian event for this year. Of course, yes, I think before my YouTube career started, I actually made like a similar event called what was it called? Malaysia 2023. Sorry, I got a cookie voice there. I should probably get into another jump cut, or else my voice is gonna go cough cough, and then people are just gonna walk away from the video and stuff. In fact, I should probably do it now though, because I can't embarrass myself all the time of just doing it though. Actually, okay, as long as my throat is, of course, resting here. It's funny. I've actually decided to make a bit of Malaysia 2023 tours, and I've actually decided to make the idea of it because it was all down to my family though, and I've actually decided to use that though as part of my patronage for my family, which is interesting though. And of course, yes, this is actually quite impressive, and I actually show them to the staff at Pink College, which is the college that I go to. And if you don't know where Pink College is, it's not Pink. It's actually a college in Aston Hall, not far away from Aston Villa. I think that's why it's called Pink College. And of course, it's quite an amazing, sort of college that I go to. It's actually very, very nice. And of course, yes, I've got a lot of Malaysia 2023 stuff, and I've got like a little flag I could just wave along the way though. It's funny, I was actually planning to go to the city centre and dress up as like, a little cosplay of a bird mascot though. I might show it to you later on though, if I have some time though. Hopefully my throat is A-OK and such though. It'll be quite the thrill of just doing it though. And of course, yes, and you might be thinking, you might be thinking, is this legitimate stuff? And I'm sort of thinking, yeah, that's very legitimate. While other people are just saying, that's not good stuff. What? I thought you didn't like the fact that you actually sort of, liked products that were very unlicensed. But anyway, that was a very impressive idea for the Malaysia 2023 products actually. Oh yes, penguins, there's a lot of penguin stuff. This one here, I think I've got, I had ones which were like £10. I think the Malaysia 2023 products, this one here, it's quite nice. I've got a lot of penguin stuff. Who knows, I wonder how much this one, this is about £13. I haven't done that many videos of like that. I don't think I'll be doing reviews of them all like. There's a lot of penguin cockroach themed toys that I might get into there in future videos if I have some time. Hopefully there's £17.50 here. This one here is like, yeah, it's literally basically copycats of previous products I've done, and unless they've got like very unique components. Like if I might show you this one here. This one's got like more unique components though, which is this one here. It's got like tropical jungle flowers in it there. I might show it to you. So it's got some penguins, but it's actually got some amazing jungle blue flowers. So here they are. There are the flowers here. They look so unusual of light. Do they look very unusual? So I've got blood over my fingers because I was just stupid at just actually looking after my skin. I've just accidentally scratched myself. So we've got some flowers. I can approach this one. Of course, I can let this one run for over like 5 minutes of light, probably 6, 7, 8 minutes of light. So I've done like a few flowers and a few penguins of light, of course, which is nice. So I've done loads and loads of penguins, which is quite impressive. There you go. This is actually quite a very impressive. All of them look very nicely rendered. For a toy product like this, that's actually fairly nice to know. That's how I've made some penguin themed products of light, which is actually quite stunning to know and to look at as well. And I've also made, well, apart from penguins as well, there's more penguins here as well inside this product. And I've also made like a little, jungle fern type thing there, which is quite interesting in a way though. I've also made like a jungle fern. That's very unusually impressive. No one's ever thought of making like a jungle fern. Well, I'm the one who thought of it, eh? Although it's a bit both in a sense though, it's actually quite a very good little sort of piece though. It's very unique though, that piece, even though it looks broken and ripped and stuff. And you've also got this sort of lily pad there. Sorry, I can't really speak that much. No, it's interesting, you know, I could definitely say what I really key so far about the Penguin Club World Tours. There's so much Penguin Club World Tours getting about, and the funny thing about this stuff is that is each product of the origami Penguin Club World themed products come out, it's getting better and better and better because of course I'm looking for various ideas that would pretty much suit so well though. To the point I'm actually thinking it feels like that's actually coming from the idea inspiration from, like, you know, Club Penguin. That was like 2 years ago, wasn't it though? I remember doing those tour reviews back then. I used to make products that are heavily involved in penguins. I wonder how many there are now. Honestly, that's quite a lot. Yeah, but I wonder how many will I be doing so far this year. Oh dear. Oh dear, I feel absolutely tired though, man. Sorry if I'm really tired though. And there's so many products of like here, right? I mean, there's so many of it here. I might just show it to you the order, but I'm not gonna unpack them all because I might be just bone lazy and bone tired and all that stuff. Oh dear, I think I've got a bit of traffic noise. I think there was a garbage truck outside here, right? Well, in my neighbourhood here, right? But I'm always curious about stuff. You know, whenever I do toy reviews, I always love to do a bit of a show and tell. Yeah, that's the most common feature about doing toy reviews. I love that. And, you know, that's what doing toy reviews is like. It's all about showing the best and the greatest of all content that I make for my YouTube channel. Like, so this is what it's all about. And also making artwork which is very highly presentable onto like YouTube and stuff and whatnot. I've got so many flipper origami Penguin Club World toys. It's just so funny. In fact, I've got like a ton of flipper origami Penguin Club World toys, and I've also got like the Christmas stuff as well though. It's interesting, like the most asked for and the most delayed events so far. In fact, there's two of them. We've got Halloween 2022. The most delayed, and actually the most ambiguously delayed product so far though, I think throughout the rest of 2022/2023 during my Ptsd sort of era, was Christmas 2022. And in fact I might as well do 1 or 2 videos of that. Very delayed stuff, and of course yes, I've got a lot of delayed videos so far. I might talk about that one later on. It's interesting, there's so many the Penguin Club World toy videos. I mean, look, this is actually quite strange overall, and not so strange though. Sorry, I'm just holding it awkwardly because I'm just holding it upside down and whatnot, and now it's that though. Yeah, the Flip Up Origami Penguin Club World toys. What more can you say about them? Do you like them or hate them? It's been like a very long lifetime doing toy review products like that. Look, I've got a lot of videos which have been delayed. Because of the problems I had with my post-traumatic stress disorder that I had. Hopefully it won't have past 7. I shall actually make my last and final statement of where I came to the point of actually making videos of light and all that stuff, because I want to be very clear and very honest that because of the problems I had so far on YouTube, and I don't think I'll be able to review most of not all of the flip toys. I think most of them, if not all of them, will just go poof, they'll just be gone straight away to either like a Christmas fair or maybe like another fete in general though, like, you know, a car boot sale or any other enterprise sort of event in general to sell stuff. You know, that's what I'll be looking out for though. I hope there's some very good enterprise events though in Pink College. I hope I can really sell my stuff though, and I'm just sort of kind of thinking, you know, what can I do just to get the fucking stress out of here? Maybe I should be very productive in September. Wouldn't that be much more better for me to do toy reviews at that month rather than like August? Shouldn't I just do that though as a way of finishing off my animation stuff, and then once I'm done with my animation stuff I should move on to like toy reviews of like and all of that whatnot though, because I can't just do too much animations and stuff though, because I feel like I want to come back to my old career, but maybe I will go back into animation soon, if I have some time when I'm done though, doing toy reviews. So anyways, I think I should probably move on to what I've got in stock though, of all the big stuff that's inside. Okay, I should show you along the way. Of course, I'll try and show it to you over here. Here's the closet, but let me try and get this thing out. This inside here, guess what, is a huge stack of flip-up toys inside, and this is the part you're going to be totally astonished, because I've actually made like hundreds, if not thousands, of flip-up toys throughout the rest of my life in Ptsd, and when I was in the Bartley Green in general. So I'm just going to show it to you very impressively. So this is quite a special room here, because it's like a giant safe, and guess what? It's got, look at this, I've got this giant tub, and that is literally the rest of the flip-up origami penguin cardboard toys that I've been making. In fact, I've been making like hundreds, if not thousands, of flip-up penguin cardboard toys. I mean, look at it. It's just stunning. I might bring it to you. Oh my god, this is massive somehow, honey. I don't know how much I could really say about the masses of toys. It is just... I might as well just show it to you very clearly though, but I should have to show it to you very shortly, because I've got this thing in 7:30 just to conclude and finish the video, and why it's been so late of making videos on YouTube due to the PTSD for quite a while though. And of course, yes, here's a lot of the toys though that came out from this giant tub. In fact, there's a mixtures of flip-up toys here, right? It's crazy. I might as well just probably, you know, show it to you like though. I mean, look at that. I mean, whenever I think about this massive stack pile of flip-up toys, it is just chronically massive. I mean, look at that. How am I going to do toy reviews of that out like that? It is just freaking massive. I tell you what, they're massive. In fact, there's so many penguin cardboard themed toys though. There's so many of it here, right? I mean, I don't have to open the ones which are very similar. In general though, I mean, it's just there's like huge amounts of flip-up origami penguin cardboard toys. It's crazy, isn't it though? Because I've been spending throughout the rest of my life, throughout the PTSD type era though, that's just, you know, crazy to think of how much time I've spent to just make like, you know, hundreds if not thousands of flip-up penguin cardboard themed toys, the origami ones. I mean, there's just so many of them here, different product variations of like there. This is just chronically amazing and stuff. This is just weird. And I mean, you know, who would ever thought I'd be trying to make like, you know, flip-up origami penguins. There's a lot of penguin stuff here. There's a bit of British Wildlife Collection stuff here as well, which is fairly interesting. I would have never thought that, hey, I'd be making like, you know, the British Wildlife Collection toys of like there and whatnot though. And it's interesting that I'll be making like different flip-up origami penguin cardboard toys. This is just chronically amazing. And here is another one though. This one's very neat. This is the Gen 2 penguins. It looks similar to a regular penguin, but it's got like white on it. Comes in like 3 different colour variations of like that. This is actually very similar to that of real life Gen 2 penguins. They look very cool. It's a special edition. I mean, when I see the word special edition, even though it doesn't... Oh wait, it does say special edition. Oh yeah, it's a very classic example. It's very rare. £11.99 or £12. It's nothing that special, isn't it? It's just how I made it to look like a real penguin. You know, a real species of penguin. They make the penguins from Club Penguin to look like it's something that's based on a real species of penguin called the Gen 2 penguin, because it's got like white on the head in it, I think. And of course, yes, there's also other things I like in general though. We've got the, there's a lot of British Wildlife Collection toys. There's some seabirds here as well, the pre-breeding inland coastal seabird roost flock 12 pack, it's a swimming flock 12 pack. It's amazing. I used to make a lot of British Wildlife Collection products just before my life in 2023, wasn't it? Basically, there's quite a lot of, you know, very impressive stuff here. There's another one here. Oh wow, what do you think about this? There's a great crested grebe themed product here. I mean, what do you think, guys? I mean, look at that. I love the weird and wacky bird designs. This is so fantastic. And I've also done like And there's some penguin couple thing products. I also did like some Easter themed products, which never got into review of like there. They've got like bunny rabbit themed hats. I might show it to you because I think it's very relatively unusual. They've got like an egg and spoon type thing. They've got like a basket. I might show you the one with the spoon because it's so unique. Somehow there. I might show you the bunny rabbit hats there. They look very unusual though. Let me just show you that. Once again, going down through the rabbit hole. You know, when I go through, you know, into a moment of stress, all I need to find is a very strange rabbit hole. I need to go down the rabbit hole when I feel very stressed at times, because it feels like, you know, not only I'm going back in time, but also just to cure my stress and that. And I've got some eggs, which look nothing like eggs, which is freaking boxes. And then you've also got, like, you know, bunny rabbit hats. This is actually quite impressive somehow. There you go, that's what they all look like. You know, you can simply mix and match the penguins and all that stuff. It's like Lego minifigures. It's kind of weird that the penguin couple of toys seem to be built in a very similar fashion to the Lego minifigures because of their mix and matchable sort of quality, which is interesting, isn't it? And it's funny that the flip origami penguin couple stuff can present itself in the way that I can sell good stuff. Well, you know, it's all about being very much, you know, not just enthusiastic, but also to start like a new business. While running a new business, or running a business in general though, it's all about being confident and also being very, very much hard working as well there, and also being, you know, great to get paid as well though too there, because when you work you actually earn quite a lot. I think when you do a lot of hard work you really do earn a lot of money though. You know, there's a lot of adversive times, there's some spoons here, but there's also some amazing times here as well. Like when you work really hard, it pays. And as I say this again, it pays when you get so much hard work being done. And it's quite crazy. I don't know how much you can literally read about penguins, because I've literally been making like, this is massive, that is just crazy. Is that like an anime style of penguin themed toy? This is very strange. I've still got loads and loads of felt tip pens to design products. There's another one there as well. There's another Easter 2023 themed product. They never got into review though, which is just quite pretty sad though, like that. But at least I've got, like, you know, just like the masses and masses of the fat products being based in that type of thing. Wow, there's some ninjas having chopsticks. That's very interesting. Yeah, that's actually fairly nice to know. I love the idea of of making toy reviews like that. But man, those toy reviews are just going to take so much time. There's another British Wildlife Collection themed product. There's just so many of them here, right? And I mean, how many of them are we going to, you know, just finish up doing toy reviews of, like? I think that'd be very, very impossible though. Somehow though, that'd be just, you know, absolutely crazy just to think upon. It is just totally not the crazy to think upon of how many penguin themed products am I doing. Man, what an absolute freak of just, you know, spending my time to, you know, do toy reviews though. Well, not do toy reviews, but focus on something like, you know, on something which is totally different, like, you know, showcasing just like toys. It's just crazy, isn't it though? I'm not going to unpack all of them though, but, you know, it's all about the way that I had, you know. It's all about showing the most, if not all, presentable work of all time. You know, it's very obvious of, like, it's great. It's a great piece of artwork. It's very nice somehow, right? It's very nice. Oh well, at least everything's all fantastic in the way it is actually. And you know, wow, I love this. This is so impressive. I did a whole bunch of penguin related stuff. Jeez, I don't know how exhausted I am. I'm just going to show you one by one in general though. There's just so many of it here, right? Look at that. This is just freaking crazy, man. I mean, that is just weird, isn't it? Waifu penguins. Anyways, I'm gonna have to probably, you know, jump out here because it's just so many. There's just so many penguins here as well, though. Because I want to just save as many clips as possible, though, without going, you know, overboard. And also, I need to make room for, like, you know, the thing I've got on 7:30 as well, though. For my speech about why my YouTube channel has been delayed so far there and all that whatnot. This is actually quite fantastic somehow though, eh? I think who knows how much I can really do. It's just chronically amazing. I don't know. Anyways, I might as well just do a jump cut and then I'll just do some more product showcasing for 5 minutes and then that's it. Right, I might as well just show you 2 products because, you know, you might be, you know, super bored of me of just trying to showcase some of the products that you may or may have never ever seen before, hey? That's quite interesting. There's a flower theme set here as well. Oh, it's a bit of a Chinese New Year theme set there. I'm not sure of Easter because, you know, it involves some rabbits and stuff. There you go. I might show you the flowers involved there. They've actually got like impressive flowers. And the, oh my goodness, they've got like a little flower pot. There you go, like a little gardening set here as well. It's got like a little buildable set. It's kind of like Lego in a way. It's very interesting that the Penguin Club World toys actually kind of sort of, you know, remind me of Lego. Which is fairly interesting. I love the way it's being built. You know, when you play around with the flip-up toys like that, they just sort of, you know, kind of remind me of Lego in a way that they're being built. So many of which, oh my crockies man, there's so many flip-up toys. I've also got some like, you know, unique looking hats. I don't have to show the hats though because, well, they all look pretty much the same. And, you know, I wanna, maybe I should try and show you just this massive big stockpile of flip-up toys that never got into review of late. And it's quite freakish. Ow. Look now. I think we've got a garbage truck that's actually in the neighbourhood. Hate to actually, I might as well just do a jump cut though, because I might as well just show you the garbage truck though. I think that really much has, that must have pretty much held everything up though. Oh wait, sorry about that. I thought the garbage truck was just going to come to my neighbourhood. Sorry about that, I just totally jinxed myself. Anyways, there's just so many of it here. I'll show it to you though. I mean, look at that. Are you not totally surprised? There's some flapping clothes here, which I don't know what to do with them. Maybe I should just chuck them straight in the bin. I might as well just throw these bags straight in the bin though. I mean, look at this, look at that. That's just chronically amazing. If I show it to you here, look at that. Just this massive stockpile. I've got some cardboard boxes here. Look at this giant, massive stockpile of flip-up toys that I've been working upon. It is just massive, isn't it? Oh my crockies. I mean, how in the hell am I going to do all of them? This is just massive, just to do like a massive stockpile of flip-up toys. Maybe I should do like separate flip-up toys, and then when I'm done with the separate flip-up toys, I might as well come in and just, you know, process them. If I have some time though. Hopefully though, if I have some time though. But I don't think I'll be able to showcase many of the flip-up toys of that because I've got this thing in 7:30 to talk about my post-traumatic stress disorder and why my videos have been delayed so far on my YouTube channel, and it's really embarrassing. In fact, I should probably do it now though. Who knows, I should do like another part where I should show you literally, oh my crikey, I mean look at the many flip-up products. It's just like a massive stockpile. That is freakish. Basically that is a lot of flip-up toys. I don't think I'll be able to, you know, finish them all and whatnot. I mean, that's just crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. In fact, it's coming up towards 7:30 now. Who knows, am I going to be totally mortified that I won't get it right on time, on schedule, bang on cue? And hopefully by 8 o'clock I should probably edit the whole video and get it up onto YouTube saying that, hey, my YouTube channel is back already now. And this will be fantastic. Hey, I can now speak clearly now. Right. I shall have to move this here. So it's becoming very, very much, you know, messy here as well though. And I might also talk about some of the other things I'm watching on YouTube as well. Apart from like animations and toy reviews and whatnot though, hey. And it's just quite crazy. I think it's just started 7:30 now. So anyways, let's just do the big subject here before I get caught up, eh? Okay, everyone has been desperate for that subject, and I'm desperate for that subject because it's been like a long time that I haven't done any toy reviews of light days throughout the rest of my life in 2023. So I'm trying to set up the camera here though, so I can film pretty much clearly and better somehow. Here we go, I've just got it like so. So yes, it's been a very huge while. I haven't done so much toy review activity in 2023 and like 2022 in general. Of course, yes, there's quite a lot of stuff which has been missing. The problem I had so far though was that I wasn't really feeling very enthusiastic at my previous residence, which I believe it was Northfield in general. Then I became very depressed, and around at the time when I was moving to like Bartley Green or Quinton in general, which in a sense for me just didn't fit the gap of where I'm heading. But now here, this is where I'm living here now. But I won't be doing that many toy reviews of like. Compared to like, you know, Northfield in general, because Northfield tends to have the biggest quantity of like toys, and you may have noticed it's like I'm starting over from scratch. Sorry if I'm touching my face of like though, but you know, the post-traumatic stress disorder, the problem started though when, of course, yes, on the 26th of September I was trying to help my mum though, just to just get Jeffy sorted, and then we started like a giant fight though, like a giant row in a sense though. I don't want to talk about it overall because it will probably kill my enthusiasm though. So it did start, there was a huge argument back then on the 1st of August, on the 26th of September of last year, which was a Monday, and of course yes, this was a date that I was originally supposed to, you know, film videos of like, you know, one thing I could have done was actually film the video at least around 6 o'clock. It would have been very much a very decent video to upload on YouTube, even though, with that being said, I should have set, you know, a lot much more longer in a sense though, at that time. It was very early to do that actually. I mean, who now would probably make a video around 6 AM? Well, I've just done it now for today, eh? So yes, of course there's the post-traumatic stress disorder throughout the rest of 2022 and 2023 has been, well, it lasted for a month though. It was a very nasty sort of disorder, and I kind of feel like, wow, you know, there's so much toys I haven't really done of like that I've actually forgot to do reviews of, and you know, yeah, I miss my old toy review bedroom. I'm sorry about that though, but you know, it's just how the way it is though. And the problem is that, you know, I gotta start all over again, and you know, I think this is something like, you know, I could definitely do certain toy reviews. You know, I could definitely watch a heap of other people's toy reviews and see if I could definitely use that as part of my basis. But the one number thing I often tend to do on my YouTube videos, and it's something I try not to do, is don't go ahead and look at other people's videos on YouTube, because all you start doing is you parrot of what you've just watched. And I think that's pretty much the top factor about making videos on YouTube is, you know, the other aspect about what I do, I might talk about the YouTube algorithms and what they do so far, and I know YouTube algorithms are just dumb as frick as usual. I have to be very careful what I'm saying here. But, you know, overall it's been very, very long and of like that. I'm really sorry about a delay of such. And, you know, the problems of getting my YouTube videos uploaded, it's just really so sad. It feels like that, you know, it's quite difficult to actually say about it, because I do know that after the fight I just lost my appetite of being enthusiastic of doing toy reviews, so that's why I've started to become a little bit, you know, ambiguously silent. And then when I became a little bit silent though, it just seemed to make the channel a little bit, you know, contorted and distorted, and I just thought, what the hell is going on here? My toy review channel isn't really like as it was before. You know, I used to sound all happy and bubbly now, and now I feel, you know, freaking depressed. And now I made this video called I'm officially leaving YouTube forever, rest in peace to Flip Up channel. Well, that has finally been finalised now. That discontinuation is now a hoax now, so it's gone. So with that being said, overall this is now the time to start making videos of YouTube, but I won't be producing as many YouTube videos of late though, because I do know that even though I've got like a great big giant tub full of flip-flop items of like though, I'll still be able to, you know, to come in and produce, you know, even more. Even if I don't have the chance to make like more toy reviews, you know, I can be highly productive, but at the same time I can be very lazy at times though. So yeah, the post-traumatic stress disorder, and of course is I got into a nasty fight though later on though, and then I got sent to a new place. And this post-traumatic stress disorder, it wouldn't just wipe away in general there. When I went into a new place in general, it just made me feel not so bubbly. It made me feel even depressed, anxious, lonely, and also, you know, unenthusiastic, apathetic of what I've done so far. And that was the saddest part when I just moved away from Northfield. It felt like I had to start over again. But to be here at Pershore Road, which is the place I'm currently staying here at the moment, and I'm not sure how long I'll be staying here at Pershore Road, because who knows, I might come back again at Northfield, but in a very totally different area, or in a different part of Birmingham, which is, you know, the more modern side of Birmingham there, as I call it today. Oh, jeez, I feel so tired. I might have to probably start sleeping now, because I feel like I haven't slept that much though, even though I just came along and started making a video though, because I feel like I need to start making videos on my YouTube channel, or else I feel like I'm not really that productive anymore now. I'm really sorry, and I'm really sorry for the delay of the videos because of the post-traumatic stress disorder, of course. I'm really sorry, and as I said this many times, this post-traumatic stress disorder has been bugging me the whole time though, and I know it's been very embarrassing to get a YouTube video of light created by me though, to do something, you know, that's just absolutely embarrassing, and you know, it's been quite arduous to get my YouTube videos I like though. And of course, yes, I did animation stuff in January to like March. You know, when I did the animation thing in March, that was amazing though. So I did a whole bunch of laborious animated processes and work behind it though. So that was fairly fantastic in a way I can, you know, produce videos of light. And of course, yes, I've actually I've done a lot of impressive stuff. Even though I was away on YouTube, I actually did a few commenting on other videos, like, you know, people like Lyric and Video, Stuart Ashens in general though. They've been very honourable and very generous and very, you know, very awe-inspiring people though on YouTube, because they've actually helped me to do like my tour reviews of light as a bit of an inspirational type thing, as always, as per usual on my YouTube channel, as always. And of course, yes, it's been quite difficult to get everything sorted though, because I do know that my voice is a little bit croaky, and of course, yes, I'm just coming out from a bit of a from an existential crisis. I'm just coming out from my PTSD moment of strife and terror, and you know, that's it though. Who knows, I mean, how much can I really say? It's just really so sad that I feel like, you know, I feel like I was unprepared, but now I am feeling much more prepared and determined to get videos uploaded daily, hopefully every morning, for every 24 hours. Hopefully, I guess, once I mince everything up in a very nice and fashionable way, of course, without trying to, you know, go off like a brain. The problem, I might probably come and talk about it though, it really has been quite astonishing though. I have spoken to, like, you know, other mental health type people of late though. I've been speaking about my post-traumatic stress disorder, and why it's been very persistent and very aggravatingly bad somehow though. It's been very long somehow though, just to cover it up. It really has been totally embarrassing just to think about it though. Not gonna lie, I am kind of a little bit, you know, reflective of what I've done so far. You know, my tour reviews, my vlogs, my animations, that's it there. And of course, yes, I did talk about the post-traumatic stress disorder type moment though, of what I had so far though, after having a bit of a fight with my family and stuff. And it actually happens to us all though. I'll just jump cut it right now. Again. So yes, the post-traumatic stress disorder with my family in a sense though. Of course, yes, it started with a nasty fight. And of course, yes, I did another run-in there in the afternoon there on the same day, and unfortunately I did the wrong thing in general. I just got myself into fits of rage, and then after getting fits of rage, my body was aching, I was in such pain, I was trembling, and I was sleeping in such... In fact, it felt like my face was boiling. I felt like I was flushing with heat when I was, you know, trying to get views of light sorted out, and then I became, you know, really sick as I actually became sick as a dog, and like, you know, and the saddest part, I didn't drink that much water when I felt really depressed, because I was just in this massive misstep of just becoming, you know, even more depressed. I became very, very depressed though, after all of that trauma and strife and the fight that I had with my parents. Now, of course, yes, if you know me, you know, as a person who knows how to fight against depression, don't keep it sealed right over into you though. All you need to do, the rule number one, the best number one thing to do is that when you are distressed or when you are in massive distraught, is simply this. If you are depressed, seek help. Get help from someone, okay? Because, you know, the more you get depressed, the more it steals your joy, and the more it also hurts you as well, though. The more it steals your fulfillment of actually cheering yourself up. I'm just wearing here, this is a nice t-shirt that I'm wearing, it says, cheer you up. I mean, that's actually very impressive. I've actually, I've just showcasing it to you, though, of how to become a very, you know, better person. Just be happy, though, and just, you know, as best as you can, though. It's not the same thing. It's like, you know, staying positive, though. You know, in a sense that in life you got to stay positive and enjoy life while you still can. And as I can say this again, enjoy life while you still can. And you know, that's what life is all about. You know, of course, there's the next moment you get into a fight, you get into an argument, you then start to become sad, and I don't know, it's just a very hard subject though, because I don't know how much I could really talk about my PTSD. In fact, it's been very large in a sense though. In fact, actions speak louder than words though, you know. So I had a huge amount of meetings though. Like I said, of course, luckily enough, with that being said, when I spoke to a lot of health therapy people, I did start to calm down a bit there. I feel like I was just going to think to myself, I do not want to speak to all of my family members who had this massive run-in so far about the trauma that I had right over inside of my heart though. But luckily enough, with that being said, the post-traumatic stress disorder has now been gone after being transplanted from like Northfield to Bartley Green later that night, and it later became a bit of a change. It was a change for the best of the best, but also for the worst of the worst. But luckily enough, that change has become the best of the best when I decided to move away from Bartley Green, because I felt like it was just too retro-ish, too kiddish. I was going to say boyish, so it was too retro-ish, too kiddie-like, too boring, and also, you know, it felt like I was also back at my old residence at, what was it called? Lytton Lane, which is, you know, Lytton Lane? That's in between, you know, Harborne and Bartley Green, and also like Quinton in general though, and also like other parts of Birmingham in general though. And of course, yes, I know I miss it here, but luckily enough, hopefully I can make the most of Pershore Road, because it will be an amazing and fun looking residence. You know, what I like about this residence is that it looks very similar to Northfield, that being this bedroom, but also the living room down there. But of course, yes, I've got carers, and I've now got support workers and carers here within me though. So in order to make a very perfect tour review, I shall have to wake up very early in the morning, and it's going to be a very painful, but also it's a job that will represent me enjoying the pain. It's a pain of pleasure, okay, when I do tour reviews like that. So hopefully when I'm doing tour reviews, hopefully so far by this month in August, and hopefully into September, hopefully onwards, if I can do the most, if not all, the best of it, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be really, really exciting once time, you know, extrapolates. Hopefully when time extrapolates, it's going to be fantastic in a way that will be, you know, sociable along the way though. And of course, yes, it will be great though once, you know, August of 2023 progresses. It's a very merry and very long way. It's going to be really fun and really fantastic in a way that will be, you know, something that will be totally and utterly fantastic for people to be likened upon. Of such, though, that'll be fantastic overall. But, you know, everything will be all fine, though. You know what I mean? It's a matter of time of just being, you know, being enthusiastic, but also at the same time just to stay googly. It's like that, though. It's like, you know, of course, like that. It's like, you know, as you were saying though, Google is like being all friendly and googly at all times, and not going off a brain. The problem that I had, let's just say that the problem that I had with my post-traumatic stress disorder that I had though has been quite embarrassing though. Overall, it's been quite a bit sad overall though, that I have to hold up my YouTube channel for approximately, for let's just say 9 months though. It's been like the last 9 months, it has been very, very depressing so far though. It's also been very embarrassing for a long delay to come this forward. I've actually got another video which is delayed so far though. You know the thunderstorm webcam activity video? That has been delayed though. In fact, so far, speaking of thunderstorms, I didn't make any thunderstorm videos at all in my area though, because I was in this area that I wasn't really suitable on, being Bartley Green and Quinton. And, you know, let's just say Harbour, and it wasn't really, you know, the best location I've ever chose. You know, thank goodness this area here that I'm in at the moment now is the best location I've chose. Even though I've just came from like, you know, a very retro-ish. Oh, what was I fucking talking about? I feel like I need to head back to bed though, but I should be done by 8 o'clock though. Once the video is done, hopefully by 8 o'clock I shall get this video edited though, but it's going to be quite laborious because there'll be loads and loads of processing along the way, a lot of editing so far. That's it, there'll be loads and loads of that type of thing along the way though, and hopefully I can do the best of it and all of the stuff that I've got to concur upon. Amazing stuff actually, to think of it, eh? It'll be something that would heavily interest a lot of people in general though, and that would be, you know, not only just something totally different, but also different in a very good way, and that will keep everyone, you know, working in such a way that people will enjoy the best of it and the fun of it though. And you know, people really did miss my my YouTube channel and my content though, of doing toy reviews and like, and also like the other content of course. Overall, a lot of people have pretty much said to me, why are you leaving YouTube? Well, that's because, well, it was only just a temporary one. I'm not making for that number 2 though. I'm not making a second channel here because I have to keep my YouTube channel here. Yes, this is the only one here. Like, of course, yes. It's simple though. Like, I'm not making another channel which is called the Flip Out channel number 2 because I gotta save my channel. And of course, yes, I gotta rely on the major content of what's in here. I could do like a second channel, but I wouldn't because I'll have to focus on what I've got though, with the content I've been doing so far though on my YouTube channel. You know, as far as like going back though, it's quite freakish, but at the same time it's quite ambiguous work. You know, I've been doing like loads and loads of hard work though on my YouTube channel. So far though, and I'm really sorry. I do know that it's been a long delay though, just to get videos like this up and running back again. But I'm so glad I can get videos like this back and running again, because this place here seems to have the benefit of mimicking of what my parents' house was like. Okay, I know you might as well hear me get into the nitty and gritty bits though, but of course yes, I do know, and I mean, what can I conclude for this video of today though, because I do know it's been a very tough and very sort of demeaning sort of video. Like, it's kind of a little bit well, you know, how fairly disturbing would it be like though, just to make videos of like that and not make videos anymore after I've done, you know, a massive run in there, a very unexpected traumatic effect though. And who knows, of course, and everyone knows, it is highly embarrassing just to think of how my YouTube videos were like that back then. I know, like, you know, basically, you know, sorry, there's a bit of traffic outside today. So the part of where I got into this massive, well, of course, yes, I did get into post-arrest stress as well. But what I did, as I said before, I did get into a massive bunny hole of 80s music, but also I did a massive, as I said before, I did enter into this very strange, unexpected, massive bunny hole of going into, like, you know, 80s anime like Urusei Yatsura and Ranma and a Half, Mason and Koku. I don't think Inuyasha is, but I did go into like other 80s anime franchises. I could do a separate video about the 80s anime franchises, and there's still so much traffic there. It's quite a busy road there, because people are still heading out for work, but I do know it is quite, you know, a very impressive experience. And actually the 1980s anime content that I've been looking at way away from my YouTube channel has actually helped to basically alleviate from my stress and distraught back then in 2022, which was a very good year but had a very bad ending. Okay, the ending was so bad that unfortunately I just couldn't do any flip-flap toy reviews of late. And it's a bit sad, like, how am I going to contend with that day? Like, how in the hell am I going to contend doing toy reviews of late day? It's crazy, isn't it? Super crazy in a way, isn't it? Super crazy. And, yeah, more traffic along the way here, eh? It's not as loud as I thought it would be, though, eh? But, you know, the part of making toy reviews, though, for me, though, I mean, it is quite ambiguous in a way, but it's also at the same time in a way that is, you know, that is also a bit hair-raising as well, though, because I do know, I wonder what sort of videos I'll be producing on YouTube, though. Hopefully something which is appropriate, and not something which is inappropriate, though, of course it is. I do have also got, like, time for, you know, I've got, like, another vlog, I've got, like, a big vlog on the 21st of, is it Thursday the 21st of September? And there's like a massive string and a massive choke of subjects that I've got covered. Thank goodness. If it wasn't for the movement to Pershore Road, then I can start doing proper vlogs. Okay? So I could do like an amazingly long vlog. Why am I actually getting dyslexia here? I'm very sorry. I don't know how much I could probably say it to you, hey? But, so yes, as I can conclude this, the part of where I feel like, no, I don't want to film in Bartley Green though, because it just didn't feel like it was in Northfield. It felt like I was in retro land, and it almost felt like that the setting was just a bit, you know, just not my taste, you know. You know, I just didn't like the room orientation, and I also just didn't like the, oh god, well, I was so tired. Maybe I must have woken up so early though. Maybe there could be like a great big yawning montage. I bet there could be a lot of videos of like though, just, you know, I could be yawning all day though. You know, there could be like a long yawning montage for that day, and make other people yawn for that matter, eh? But so yes, the post-traumatic stress disorder, it was like a one-take wonder type thing, because, you know, it's been a thing that, you know, the part I really have misunderstood so far though was that, yeah, my parents were pretty much busy though, so that's why I've just gone into a massive straught there. That's why I've just pulled my hair so badly, and, you know, got into a bit of a fight, and that's it though. I don't know how much complexity can I just extrapolate and just add, just to enhance, just to tell the truth that I've just gone through a massive amount of strife and a massive amount of stress just to think upon. It's really sad. It's really sad just to see how much missed opportunities that I've actually had so far throughout the rest of 2023, because I do know I've been spending my time doing animations, but also getting myself prepared for like an extremely large collection of flip-flap toys. And maybe if it's for the best of it, I could definitely do like large collections of long videos for flip-flap toy reviews, and see how many I can put up there before my YouTube channel just gets, you know, vaporized. Who knows, I could get moved by another place at that time. Maybe I could get moved to, like, you know, somewhere in Northfield or Bournville in general though, where I've got like the same room orientation and whatnot though. It would be fantastic. I know it's a pain in the neck just to, you know, go downstairs to the toilet and then just come back again, but, you know, it's still quite a very fantastic looking, you know, sort of place in general. I kind of feel like, well, you know, it's a-okay. I mean, you know, what more can you possibly say about a person like me, that, or a guy like me, just blabbering about, you know, all about his stress and his strife of not doing toy reviews of like that, and in a sense just to come back and finally make the video though, because I've still got loads and loads of time to make videos of light, and just to get my words of wisdom out, and to get something out of my chest in a very happy way, and in a very open and very honest way, without being, you know, too, how would you say it, without being too shy and all that stuff. And that's just who I am though. So that's just on who I am really. I'm just this sort of, you know, person who's trying to become a little bit, you know, a little bit fine and settled in, without being too precarious in a way, or become a little bit, you know, just intangible and all that stuff. That's well who I am though, and that's it. You know, I don't know how much I could really say though. I don't know, I feel like I'm just mourning for the sake of just being, you know, guilty of what I've done, what was wrong though with my parents' house. But there you go, everything is all done now. It's so sad. Like, after being moved here, it becomes even more sadder. But luckily enough, this house here, it still shares the same elements as that of, you know, our parents' house, even though the setting isn't really, you know, close to the same as I initially thought it will be. But luckily enough, it is. It is what it is. As I always used to say, though, so far here, right? Hopefully I could try and do a massive jump cut, and hopefully finally conclude with the ending I've got at the moment, though. It'll be fantastic. I mean, don't worry about it, though, eh, mate? And all YouTubers of like that, because I do know you fans alike have been yearning and have been desperate and demanding for me, though. I mean, I've been demanding for, you know, I know you guys have been demanding for my YouTube channel. Well, for me, I've been demanding for the setting that I really want. The setting that really typifies and epitomizes the originality and the pinnacle of my YouTube channel. But that's the major thing. I'm trying to look for something which is very close to something which is more like, you know, like my parents' house. I wanted something which is very similar in general, though. I want something which is, you know, very much similar in a way that is, you know, very close to how my parents would be doing, or very close to where I used to live. Okay, even though the room is a little bit different in orientation wise, I would have preferred if there was a nice safe right over at the right hand side. At least I've got some very fantastic clothes. Where the toy tub, I might have to put the toy tub back again because I have to make some space, or else it's just going to clutter the whole room. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your patience, and I'm really sorry for the amount of delays I had on my YouTube channel, and I really hope you can really appreciate my stress and how I can get rid of it. Okay, actually I thought you might be thinking, but Ivan, you've already ended the video though. Well, just as a bit of a fun thing though, I might as well just think, wow, what can I do to possibly end something a little bit funny though? Maybe I should probably add a little bit something from my favourite anime, Urusei Yatsura. Maybe I should just put up something, you know, totally and utterly funny. Hopefully it's going to be totally and utterly appropriate though. Should I just look at something totally funny? Something, hey? I don't know. Maybe you guys could probably react into something totally funny. Should I just put up something really funny in relationship into Urusei Yatsura? I don't know. I don't know how much I could really say it up to you guys, hey? But it actually is kind of a bit funny though, just to think about it though, because you know, I've been settling in quite well, and all of a sudden, man, I've just gone completely and utterly crazy. But, you know, I thought of something really, really funny though, just to have a go. I've just showing to you something which is a little bit hilarious, and just for the light-hearted fans are becoming, you know, a little bit of something of light which is amazing of such. Of something that is, you know, totally impressive to possibly say the least. Hopefully something which will be totally great. I mean, that would be something, isn't it? Hopefully something very totally light-hearted, and something, of course, is just a beat against the stress of what I had so far. I don't know what I can really say, but it's been quite amazing so far here, hey? Yeah, I don't know about you, but yeah, I feel like I'm just going to look at something which is totally and utterly funny somehow, hey? Hopefully something totally different. And yeah, that'd be quite amazing though. Here's one of my favourite episodes that I love watching. I know you guys are going to get a bit of a shock though. I mean, I might just show you the animation as well to you too as well though. I might show you something very, very funny, and it actually is, and you might get a little bit of a laugh at this. I'm trying to mute the sound though because of copyright reasons, and I'm also making sure I don't want to parrot other videos' ideas of like that. I mean, that would be something totally different though. Here we go, something really, really funny. Just for the light-hearted fans in general. I'll just show it to you though. Something extremely funny, I might show it to you though. Oh my god. This is actually so funny. I might just show it to you again though. Once I'm done playing with this video so much though. Oh my god. Hey, did you see the word idiot? Did you see that? this guy here just called this dude an idiot. He literally called him an idiot. And guess what? Lum just got, look at him. He just got really ticked though. Freaking hell. Okay, this is just... Okay, I think that's it for the ending. Oh, freaking hell, what am I doing here? Am I just tormenting my camera or something? Don't worry, I think my dad can get like a new camera, like a 1080p webcam for video production. That'd be impressive, hey, in the way I make videos of light. So anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this massive and impressive vlog. I'm really sorry, it's been a very long time without any video production of light. Hopefully the stress is gone, because I know you guys have been desperate thinking, where's your YouTube channel? Where's your videos of light day? Hey Alvin, where's your videos of light day? We want to see your videos of light day. So anyways, hope you really enjoyed in this very long video. Please give this video a like, subscribe for more Flip Out videos in the future, and I promise I'll be very ambitious to produce so many videos of light. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now. Jeez, I could do something with percussion, right? Bye.